Keep on this time. Heavy is the head. I see the boat throwing. I'm too forward with it. I gotta keep going. Kobe with the wins. You niggas just Ginobili. You win and only cousin me. Let's keep the ball rolling. No disrespect, Slim. Where is your check, Slim?
There are some niggas who just like, they're not consciously saying, I want to learn from these mistakes or I want to grow from these mistakes. I think there are women like that too, where they're not maturing through these situations.
But if they were locked into a specific foundation and lifestyle that they've lived perpetually throughout their lives,
right?
They've never been held accountable. They've never been told they're wrong.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, what do you expect?
That's my point, though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't expect more.
You don't expect
and listen,
more.
I very much believe that every villain started as a victim.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm well aware,
or a hero.
Mm-hmm. So I'm well aware of the fact that like what is occurring with this person now
Mm-hmm.
is the gross amalgamation of an entire life.
Yeah.
And all of those experiences, right? All of that nuance, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of these brushstrokes that create the painting that is your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
They shape and form you in a lot of different ways. But I think that there are some people who like never learn from the bullshit. I know people who like they went through some really terrible shit, and that just becomes the excuse for everything. Like,
yeah, but that's where the nuance is, because you have to have self-awareness. You have to have enough conscious within you to be like, do I really? I'm gonna tell you a story. Me and my mom beef when I was like in my early to mid 20s, and I found out some things that happened that she told me that okay, so I was told that my dad didn't want to be around. My dad told me she kept me away from him. So that type of dynamic was going on. So I was a little angry, right? And all I wanted was an apology. The way I wanted the apology and the way I went about trying to get that apology was just like me acting out of like my rage and my emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So finally one day we got into it and she was like, what you want me to say? I'm sorry? Well, I'm sorry. I was like, thank you. That's all I wanted. But then later on that night, I was like, I still don't feel no different.
Because you knew that didn't come from a genuine place.
It's not even how it came out, but it's just like all of that shit that I was carrying inside of me. And I thought that the apology would be the band, not even a band-aid, but the thing that I needed for me to stop feeling this way. But once I got it, I was still feeling this way, and then it was no longer her issue.
It was back to you.
It was back on me.
One thing that is hard to do is forgive, right? And everybody say, no, it's forgiving you, whatever, but it's forgiving the person with the apology that you feel like you deserve, that you'll never get. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to just be able to forgive, pretend like that apology happened, and forgive that person and forgive yourself for even allowing.
Yeah, the apologies is like I feel like too often like that happens where you think like, if I get what I wanted out of this, whether it's the apology, whether it's like the begging and pleading or whatever it was, right? Love note, whatever that thing was, like from your mom, from your dad, whoever, you think it's gonna fix that shit.
No, it's
but
not.
The truth is like, if you haven't been working to fix that shit outside of this one thing, it means nothing.
Right.
But if you've been doing the inner work up to that point, it could be the thing that means everything.
Right.
Yeah,
but you got to be already working on you. You got to already be working through your issues for that thing to have any impact whatsoever.
And see, even if it comes full, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that comes full circle to what we was talking about just at the beginning of this particular subject. You are who you attract at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of these times, these relationships, or if people they keep missing the sign and keep doing that, you actually comfortable with the person in the mirror.
Yes and no.
And here's why I say that. Because depending on where you at in your life, you attract that. I'll give you an example. Once I got my divorce, every woman that I dealt with after that, unconvinced, like it ain't like I was even looking for it. All of them was either going through a divorce or just got it out of a divorce. All of us, every last one. I didn't even set the algorithm to go that way. It just came that way because that's where I'm at. And because I only wanted temporary shit, all of them fit the bill. Anyone that was like, nah, I'm looking for something serious, let me go ahead. Now, I'm nice enough to not even play with you. I ain't got time for all that shit. I know what I bring to the table in certain situations, and it's like, why am I going to play with you, act like this? And I get what I want. I want the coochie, but at the end of the day, it's going to come with these consequences.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she clearly told me I beat niggas up. I stab. I do this. I've done some crazy shit over some shit. And I'm like, man, that's okay. I'm different. No, I'm not. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm going to ruin your shit.
Have you ever dealt with a woman that dabbled in cocaine?
I didn't find out until like the situation, and I was like,
Jesus.
oh, okay.
Okay, I wouldn't recommend it.
Hold on a
Yeah, I
second.
wouldn't recommend
Well, let's get back to that.
Oh.
Welcome.
Oh, he was on.
To another episode of the You Weren't There podcast. These cameras have been working for quite a while, which I'm sure you'll see as you continue to review this episode. I'm your host. Of course, Mia was here, and we love to catch these guests slipping. Our resident co-host Chaz is out doing community work today. So our newest co-host Gigi is stepping in with two of my favorite guests in the world. Don't worry, guys. We'll edit what we need to edit. Probably.
Probably.
I want my two guests to introduce themselves. I think the nature of these two guests who have been on here before, but we had some technical issues with the episode. We won't get into it, at least not outside of a live. We're gonna talk about that though.
Oh God.
But we're not getting into it today. We're keeping it positive. And I think what I see with these two guests is like I basically introduced like two new best friends, and I'm super proud of myself. And they actually rode here together this episode today. So I just am really proud of my ability to help people work across and to help Black and happy friends. Because I really feel like genuinely. I think like we were talking about this like kind of at the start of this episode. Black women, it seems like sometimes it's harder for right? Like you always wonder if there's some kind of like ulterior motive, and there's this innate feeling of competition when it comes to women, I think. And I think like men just don't struggle through that. Like men are just like, oh, you like video games? Me too, best friends. And I think that's really super interesting. So that's crazy. I just think like it's so cool how men can just like have something in common and like build like a bromance off of that. I think that that's like something that Black women in particular, I can't speak for any other culture, but I think like for Black women, that's something that we do struggle with sometimes. Am I wrong, Gigi?
No, you're not wrong at all. I second that. But also, this is beautiful.
We stand this.
We do.
We ship it.
We do.
First of all,
I'm about to say, please. Please.
Hi, my name is Stefan, aka Sing Steph from the VA side of things. A pleasure to meet you. First off, we did not ride together to get
Not at all, ladies and gentlemen.
My man pulled up in his joint. I pulled up in my joint. I was like, hey man, you know, how we chilling, we waiting for everybody to pull up. Well, you can just hop in. All right, cool.
Then she did 80 coming into the parking lot, backed into the spot, real G, like very impressed, and goddamn got out and was like, "You're best friends now. You're welcome." Very aggressively.
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
But
oh well, you know
what is really like counterintuitive about these excuses is that who does that with a guy that they don't already like, you know? Like, why would I jump in some nigga's car if it's not like, nah, this nigga cool as shit. Like, I fuck with him.
Oh, no.
Why would you ever do that? You would never do that.
But then you would have to go back to the first time that you said you didn't want to talk about.
You're right.
You said you didn't want to talk about that.
See,
because we were here before.
I mentioned it.
You're right.
We don't have to get into the details.
Okay, yeah.
So look, it's my turn now, right? I'm Dwayne Watts. I'm a comedian, Landover, Maryland. Been doing it now for 17 years. It's been fun, but this is literally one of my favorite spots now. I really like coming up here. You, ball energy. I can't even just really describe it at all. It's just, you got to experience. You're an experience. That's what it is. You're an experience. And Steph, like I said, it's just vibes. If you want to go off there, if you really want to go off of it, it's vibes, man. He didn't come out here on some wild shit. I didn't either. And then we actually heard each other out and respected. It was like, oh no, you cool as hell. He sent me the album. As soon as we pulled up, I let him know. Like, no, I actually listened to it. It was you got something. Don't tell it. And that was it. That was literally it. But we've been cooling ever since. He like my shit. I like this shit. We support. So it's cool. No, you right. You definitely brought us together. Whatever happens after that happens. You feel me?
So that initial statement he made, you are welcome. Because I did that.
Brothers, it's okay. You don't have to be Superman. You don't have to be gangster with each other. You can show each other love.
And women, can y'all start?
Oh shit.
That would be lovely. Like if women didn't see each other as competition. I feel like, granted, right, because both of you have confirmed that like men are competitive when it comes to the pursuit of a woman, right? And I'm interested in you kind of going into your take a bit on that on camera.
Epiphany.
What was your epiphany?
Remember we were talking about Dirty Mac songs? The Dirty Mac movie of the greatest Dirty Mac movie of all times. The 5 Heartbeats.
Oh, Negro.
Dirty Macking at its finest.
Man.
JT and Flash going back and forth.
But you can't deny when that and Duck came out like,
oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
You.
Hey, you know what? Be real with you.
That whole era was a Dirty Mac era.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Flash. Flash gave you the pop appeal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Flash is when we moving into, we got to make Justin Timberlake the lead now. We got to put JC in the back. You understand what I'm saying? It's a necessary adjustment that needs to take place. Flash could have been in the group with JT if JT wasn't so jealous of him. But
that is very true.
At some point, we got to put JT in the front and we got to move JC to the back.
But the one thing about JT is JT had a little internal struggle with the program, but he also had to let y'all motherfuckers know I am JT.
I am right.
And that's all I'm saying. Flash, he JT. He's the pop appeal. He's the crossover.
Okay.
And every group moves into that phase at some point if they want to evolve.
But he wasn't.
Nobody stays on the chitlin circuit.
He wasn't the linchpin.
He wasn't the linchpin.
He wasn't the linchpin.
I'm not saying he was. I agree with that.
The Temptations had Otis. That was their linchpin.
Exactly.
Even though they came to see Davey.
Really, Duck was the linchpin in 5 Heartbeats because he did all the music.
He
did all the music.
Right.
Yep. He definitely.
Because no matter who you put at the front, whether that's Flash, whether that's no matter what,
brother,
it's the nigga writing these songs that really like changes everything.
Yes,
Duck is the foundation.
So yes, I guess you are the foundation of our brotherhood.
Yeah, So appreciate you, Duck.
Yeah. We acknowledge it. We acknowledge it.
That's really all I wanted to hear. I really moved me.
Cool, too. When we pulled up and we saw y'all in the car, I was like, wow, I love this.
They're buddies.
That's a great start for me.
They're buds. We love that you're buds.
You know what's crazy about that?
Get along.
That's the crazy part because
just two black men getting along.
It's the whole thing of us not getting along or thinking that all of us don't get along. It's not. I think most of ours is based off of respect.
Right.
It's like man respect man first. And as long as you stay within that realm, we can be good. I can take the time to get to know who you are. Right. Just come in with respect. So I think that's the guy that helps us link a lot faster than maybe women linking faster because I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Please correct me. But is it a respect thing that y'all look at when y'all first come in?
I do think, I don't know if we consider it that way.
Yeah, I was about to say, do y'all look at respect the same way we do?
We don't, right? Because men look at respect like love.
Yeah.
I think a lot of men would rather be respected than be loved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that. And so I think with women, it's like, because like respect is in the realm of what you want out of this interaction, but isn't necessarily like the primary objective of this interaction, right? Because you can like do business with women, interact with women that you don't necessarily respect, right?
100%.
How?
Like, I'm gonna tell you how. Let me give you a great example, right? So let's say you have, and this is just a general example. I ain't judging nobody.
Right.
You have like Michelle Obama, who is doing some campaign runs with Cardi B, right? two completely different women, two completely different backgrounds, behavioral patterns, all of those things. It might be easy for a woman like Michelle Obama to like not respect some of the things that we've seen from Cardi B.
Got it.
But that's never been the MO with her, right?
Right.
Because some women are just kind of like that.
Right.
You understand where you've come from, what you've seen in this life. You understand what true disadvantage means, how it changes the trajectory of like where you're gonna go. Yeah. And so like you respect everybody.
Right.
But not every woman is like that. Yeah. And I feel like whereas with men see respect as like almost like a necessary component to avoid danger.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Right. Women don't quite see it that way. Because you don't feel physically threatened by a woman the way men can feel like naturally physically threatened by a man. Because you know with a nigga, he'll take shit too far. Yeah. This nigga can't fight, he liable to pull something out, like pause. That's really what it is. Like, you know, a nigga pull out a gun if he can't fight and shit going too far.
Right.
Well, I'm the nigga that pull out a gun
with
who can't
other
fight.
women.
Sorry, I'm 5'5". You know, I gotta protect. I gotta get home. So I'm a law-abiding
I definitely got to
citizen.
conceal and carry.
Conceal and carry.
Yeah.
So,
all that gangster shit.
I'm the punk ass nigga that's gonna pull out and fight. I'm not fighting nobody.
Like I'm calling
shooting your kneecap.
Yeah.
I'm definitely calling the police on you.
I'm calling the authorities.
I'm a police calling ass bitch. That's for sure. Yeah. And you can call that whatever you like.
Yeah. I'm a civilian for me, but I am a civilian.
I'm a civilian.
I'm a civilian.
Without question.
Yes.
Like, please don't put your hands on me.
Right.
Like, that's it. That's the only dividing line. You do that, we can handle this amongst ourselves.
That's
like, as long as you avoid that. But I think with women, we don't necessarily look at the physical, like, you don't feel threatened by another woman. No. Not really. Unless she like crazy big or like, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all bitches is built like linemen. And so I get that. But like, generally speaking.
Anybody from the South, like, anybody from the South or grew up in the South?
No.
Okay. So I know that when my grandmother, like my father's mother was really like loving and caring towards boys.
Right.
But when it came to the girls, they kind of had like this low level competition between each other. And I always noticed it, well, because I'm from the South, I always saw that as like a Southern thing. But is that where the foundation of like the whole woman to woman dynamic kind of started?
I think it has a lot to do. I think it has a lot to do with who you become.
Yes, but
every woman's situation is different, though.
Definitely a thing.
Wow.
Like, it's a thing in some households. Yeah.
I don't know why. You know, I've never done it, but
right.
Like,
yeah,
we're gonna favor the boys, and we're gonna give them the love. We're gonna do this for the boys. The girls, they move out the way.
Or,
like, but we need you.
Or conversely, I think, because like I think I've had this conversation with my parents because my brother and my sister are a lot older than I am. And so there have been moments where I thought like, I think like they favor like my oldest brother. And so, and especially because my oldest brother is 51.
Oh, wow.
So he's very much a patriarch in this family at this point.
Okay.
Right.
And so like, yeah, my parents had me dumb late. And so, I think there was a point in time where I kind of felt that. But the reality of it, when you actually have a conversation with these people, because I think sometimes the assumption can be that like the older generation is not capable of like understanding your feelings. When it's like, have you ever given them an opportunity? Have you ever actually like sat down and really talked to them about what's been bothering you your whole life and like some of those traumas? And yeah, there are going to be situations where maybe some of these people don't understand.
Yeah,
have you ever given them an opportunity to do so?
I mean, for me personally, because I mean, let's just put it out there. I mean, all of us at some point had to ask our parents some real genuine ass questions on why this happened this way. And in order to receive their message, you really got to see where they came from. You got to put yourselves in them shoes, right? So I'll give you an example. Like, you know, there was a time when me and my mom didn't get along, and me and my father, we didn't get along like at all. But once I got their story, and actually like seemed like, damn, y'all really never talked about that. Because y'all came from an area where y'all just swept it under the rug, or y'all send them down south until they get their shit together and then they bring you back up. But no one's talking about why you're down south in the first place.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like when my 100%. Mom's mother died, my mom was 13, sent them down south, came back up, but no one sent them to therapy or grieving to deal with it. So all of them came out, everybody raised in the same house, 5 different lives. You see what I'm saying? 5 different jumps. And it all passes down if you don't deal with it. Sure. Same over here. Like me, my brother, and my sister grew up in the same house, 3 different lives, 3 different paths, and all of them can be met up with this one particular situation that happened in our lives that trickled down and caused a lot of stuff.
Which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
But
our community, though.
That's our community.
Yeah.
But I think, like, again, have we given our matriarchs, our patriarchs, our ancestors an opportunity to like explain?
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, like, my mother and I are very, very close. And so it's stuff that you kind of notice as a kid. And it's like some of this might be my own insecurities.
Mhm.
Some of this might be the fact that I'm a little spoiled. And so if I'm not getting all of the attention, maybe I feel a way about that.
Right.
Some of this is a result of real legitimate trauma. But you got to learn how to like parse things
Sit
out.
through it. Yeah.
I feel like, especially as Black folks, like, if shit not going a certain kind of way, we begin to like kind of boil all the emotions into anger.
Yeah.
And so you just mad at shit. And it's like, nah, if you start to separate some of these emotions, you'll realize that like some of this is like anxiety towards
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you're maybe a little nervous about what the answer would be. And so you never really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
What if the answer is so much worse than what I think in my head?
Or fear
right?
of abandonment.
So this is not anger though. This is anxiety, which is like a root of like the root of that is fear.
Right.
Right. So you
Mhm.
got to start parsing out your own emotions.
Right.
So you can start figuring out how to handle shit
Right.
as opposed to like boiling everything down to like this shit pissing me off, like this shit making me mad. And like now you handling everything angrily and aggressively when really maybe some of this is like I'm nervous about this.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
do I deal with my nerves?
Yeah.
Well, just
Not my anger.
well, you got to have it. Like I said, that goes back to just having an honest conversation with yourself.
Right.
I always tell people the hardest conversation you'll ever have is the one in the mirror.
For sure.
All right, because you can lie to everybody else. You can only lie to yourself right there for 2. You're gonna end up looking like, come on now, we both know.
But you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be
but-
Gotta be ready.
but there's
whatever
no-
is happening.
But you get, you know what I'm saying? But that only happens when you can do that with yourself first. You feel what I'm saying? So once you do that and you had that conversation with yourself and you're like, okay, now I can go on to this next step and try to figure this thing out. And then it all, if it's supposed to work out, it will. Long as you do what you do, your energy should match that person, not match it, but it should give off to that person like, okay, maybe I can tell you this. Maybe you are
Come in
prepared
peace
for it.
or whatnot.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about it. But hard conversations is one of the hardest things that any, not just Black, white, anybody is going to have. Hard conversations are crazy.
But I look.
That's the approach, honestly, in the Black community.
Is
we
that-
don't start
Is that the
it. We don't
difference?
start it.
Like, is that where the difference is coming
But
in?
I-
Is like how we start those hard conversations?
I
Or
think
not
it's.
start, yeah, I think that's a lot of it.
I really think because of the generation, difference.
Mhm.
A lot of times when we come to our elders with our grievances, the reaction is so visceral
Mhm.
because in their mind, if they knocked off these different points, on the board, they gave you food, they gave you shelter, you know what I'm saying? They gave you clothing, you had your 3 squares or whatever. They felt like that was the pinnacle of parenthood or being being in a
And you crying about that emotional
Parental-
affection is like
right.
ungrateful.
So they
Mhm.
look at you coming to them with your grievances as being ungrateful.
Yeah.
So the visceral reaction is, well, I put you through school and I da 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 da, but you weren't at none of my recitals.
That's
I
how you
had
told
to
me you
learn-
love me.
Or
I-
you
right,
didn't
right,
understand or
right.
actually what my day was
Exactly.
like.
So these are the things that I deal with because I'm always on the go. Like when I get off of my daytime job, I'm clocking into my full-time job as artists, entrepreneurs, this, that, and the third. And sometimes I miss the cues that my daughters just need their dad to just sit down and watch Mass Singer with them.
That's real good.
You know what I'm
How do
saying?
you like budget your time? I guess is not a great way to say it, but like, how do you do that? Because you're a husband, you're a father, like, and you have a full-time job and also like this passion that you're actively pursuing in your music. How do you make all of that work without
being-
missing stuff?
If I'm being totally honest, I have no idea.
You're just moving.
I'm
'Cause I-
just moving. I just put one foot in front of the other because if at any moment I allow like I had a real shitty week last week. Like I was questioning everything. Like whether I should continue, whether I should stop, whether I should do this, do that. And the only thing I could do is get up in the morning, go to work,
Keep going.
get off, go to the studio. Like if there, I guess the motor in the habits that I've got in place that I've done for years, it's just like automation. Like I get up in the morning, go to work, I got a show, I got a studio session, I got a photo shoot, I got this, I got that, I got a meeting, and you just kind of like you just keep going. And even when you get into these pockets where your mental health might be in question, your finances is in question, your health is in question, it's like, okay, if I stop, everything stops.
Do
I
you
won't
think that
get up.
routine is a healthy way to handle things?
No,
No, it's
Not at all.
not. But I think, again, the word of the day, people, is nuance.
very much.
So you have to, like, it's almost like, and this is why I kind of get it, not to go off on a tangent, but binary thinking and binary ways of living for me don't work no more, because I was always taught it's either or, but I'm living life in a frame of both and. Like I could be down, but that does not necessarily mean that I need to stop. And just because I stop doesn't mean that I'm still not moving forward in what I'm doing.
It's
So,
oh my God, because it's so confused. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Yeah.
But to even jump in on it, it's like you also got to look at. We also judge ourselves, but like, at least for me, I can't speak for him, but for me, I'm always just trying to say, like, am I really being a good father? You know what I'm saying? Because my past be catching up sometimes and all this other stuff. And now that I'm no longer on that side of it and I'm showing them all this positive shit, you know, my daughter 22, my son be 16 this summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sees everything. I don't hide shit from him. But I'm like, is my style a little too loose? I'm overthinking because I didn't have that. I don't have no map. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to use that as an excuse, but it's real. And you quietly do it. The same suffering that he was going through, I was going through. You see what I'm saying? And I was married once. You feel what I mean? He's still married, thankfully. And we already talked about that before. But even in that aspect of it, it's like, nah, you got to, like, that's a lot. You got to make sure you pay attention to this. You got to make sure you pay attention to that. You don't have no time for yourself at all. You pouring into everybody else. And you think, okay, well, your wife's supposed to pour into you and all that. And she will. I'm not saying that she won't. She will. She'll do her part. However, her definition of pouring in me ain't got nothing. I don't even really want that. I just need me some me time. I need to get back to me, because you can lose who you are taking care of everybody else.
And I want to also point out that I always hear men talk about how they have to do. They have to do for everybody else. And I'm always just like, why aren't you enough to set aside that time for your own mental health?
Because we were raised to be providers, protectors,
but that's the thing, right? Our parents were raised a certain way as well. They weren't tucking us in. They weren't coming to things. They weren't telling us the truth. They weren't, talking about our mental health. When are we going to be like, you know what? Fuck it, we're not going to do that.
Well, technically, we doing it now. Because for me personally, I was raised off survival. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm literally learning about this love thing in real time. You understand what I'm saying? Really learning how to pour into myself and like, what is loving on me? Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? Because loving on me is me being able to do what I want when I want to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I want to roll up this blunt, smoke it, and watch TV all day, God damn it, I'm going to do it. If I want to do this other shit, I want to do it, I'm going to just go ahead and fucking do it now. But back then, that's because my responsibility is a little lighter now. You dig what I'm saying? But back then, like, nah, it was just like, no, I got to do this. I got to do this. I might sneak some time to go to an open mic and work on the set. There was a time where I literally took a year off from doing stand-up just so I can just be like, all right, I'm involved. I want to be involved in my house. I want to see. And plus, life is life. You need new material. Something might come up. You never know. But in that process, I'm just trying to be a father. See what this shit hit like. You feel what I'm saying? So you in this joint and you start taking more time off, and then you realize, well, shit, I need more money. These motherfuckers growing, they're expensive. So then you start going over here and going over there, and you start to put all your shit to the back burner, because right now, this is just something that I love to do. It's not no real money in this yet. These open mics don't pay. It's an open mic. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to come in, you got to figure out where the next check. You also got to make sure this is on. You're being a provider. And sometimes when you don't have the money and your spouse got to pick up, that's when our ego come in, because it's like, nah, that ain't your job. Like, I appreciate you. I'm glad you got my back. But nah, I was told that this is all my responsibility. So you add shit on there that wasn't even asked of you. It wasn't even asked of you, but you make this plate for no reason.
I think
No reason.
that's the interesting thing about how men and women see compromise.
Yeah.
So compromise really is whatever it needs to be that day. And sometimes that's 80-20.
Yeah.
Right? All I got is 20 to give you today.
Yeah.
And I do need you to pick up the 80%.
Right.
But I think like what my understanding has grown to be as far as compromises, it really needs to be like 100-100. You need two whole people who love themselves, who are able to show up for themselves. Because I think that's where a lot of people miss it, right? When we talk about like men being providers and like these very large expectations in terms of like taking care of your children and taking care of your wife and taking care of a house and taking care of yourself, right? All at the same time. And also like making room for your dreams and your passions and the things that you want outside of your obligations.
Right.
And I think like it becomes very easy to forget that like in order for you to be able to be of service to anybody, right? No one pours from an empty cup. Right, because that's how you run out, that's how you get depleted, and that's how like shit starts going left.
Yeah.
So I think like men are not taught that.
No.
Which I think is the unfortunate part of the generations before us. But I think that there's a greater understanding of that now to pass on to like this next generation of kids, hopefully. Like adults who are emotionally aware.
Right.
And who are aware that like, no, I have to pour into myself first. And maybe that means that like I can't date you right now.
Right.
Like that I don't have time to do that because I can't love on me and attempt to start building something that's gonna love on you too.
Right.
I just don't have the capacity right now. I got enough capacity to love me, to take care of my obligations, and to handle my life. I can't be adding nobody to the mix.
And that's the sucky part about maturing. That's the oh my God, I hated that.
Sometimes you realize maturing is realizing you need some time to yourself.
Bro, I hated that part because there's days, bro, I like being, but like I promise you, the next relationship I get in, and the serious one, if she got her own place, good. Keep that motherfucker.
Keep that shit.
I'm gonna keep mine too. You can have a key to my house. I'm gonna have the key to yours. We can visit each other, whatever. But there's gonna be some time you need to get the fuck out of my face.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
All day, because I need that. I need my
as a
space
person
now.
who like was in a relationship with somebody who fucking smothered me, like it is like really it's imperative we have our own space.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
Because I'm gonna tell you what ends up happening, right? With a nigga, especially with niggas, because niggas get so sensitive when they get to fall in love, right? I think like what ends up happening is like when we get to a stage where like now I want to create some boundaries. Now you feel like I ain't fucking with you. Real shit.
You, bro.
Yo, I see like nigga, like my nigga, like god damn, like I hear.
You been 4 months straight.
I hear.
4 months. You need to get the fuck out of my house.
I hear the ancestor DMX saying in my soul, "What did you want from a nigga?" Like, what do you want from me?
Listen, like, and I respect that, right? And you like that about you like that your niggas up under you. You like that. No question, we like that. But also, I'm still just your girlfriend and not your wife.
Even if you're my wife,
as your wife,
find you some shit to do.
There's a difference.
No.
Here's what I mean by that. When you're in a long-term relationship, girlfriend / going into a wife, right? Let's say y'all been talking for at least 6 years. All right. After 3 years, man, come on, y'all pretty much, as long as you're not lying to each other, but if you're doing something right in this whole little girlfriend-boyfriend phase.
This nigga said 6 years.
No. But
He ain't let me finish. Let's say y'all together 6 years.
Believe me.
The first 3 years is cool, and then y'all might fiance it up in the next 3 and whatever, taking time for the wedding, whatever.
He is engaged. Is also crazy.
Engaged, but no, because you know what? It's not crazy because here's why. A lot of people don't realize that the person you said I want to get married to is not going to be the same person 5-6 years down the line.
I think a lot of people realize that actually.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's always going to be learning something new, right? So what level of I guess my question is
honestly, you backed yourself into a corner here. So let me just go ahead and get you out of it. Let me explain why. Right.
Go ahead.
Your whole thing is like if you're always going to be learning a new person, then what does it matter? Like if we take an extra like 3 years to get to know blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. If we're always going to be learning each other, then you could string me along for 10 years, 15 years doing this whole, we still don't know each other well enough bullshit. Either you commit to this shit or you're not. Either you lock it in or you not.
I had a conversation.
The time not on anybody's thing. But like 6 years is crazy.
I had a conversation with my wife about, I think it was, I'm not gonna throw no names out, but there was a well-known actor that got killed for whatever, you know, he just got killed, right? And the lady that he was with, everybody assumed that they were married. So when it got down to making certain decisions on his behalf, his estate and everything, word got out that they were not married. So now they were together for several years, had children and everything. So now when it got down to insurance matters, real estate matters, estate matters, she had no legal right.
No legal right to none of it.
So I'm not really, but I'm not necessarily, even me being married, I'm not beholden to, you have to do it by the, I don't know, I guess by society rule. No, by society rules.
Yeah.
But in order for you to have your shit in order, the paper, unfortunately, in this society and in this country, it matters.
All right, let me, I guess, get myself out this so-called corner I put myself in. But my thing was not about getting married or the thing of getting married. It's not about that. It's about making sure that before you say I do, that y'all cleared everything up from anything else that happened early on in that relationship.
There is no such thing for me. In my opinion.
Let me finish. Because a lot of times, let me tell you what that means. Because a lot of times y'all deal with certain things and then you brush it under the rug. You don't really address it.
Well, yeah. Okay, I hear you that.
Again, you're talking with a mature mind. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear that.
We're dealing with in the moment and the freshness of the beginnings. You never know where you at that moment. You can make, ain't open that third eye yet, whatever. But you got to make sure you clear that up and not just sweep it and say, I forgive you, and that's it. No, make sure that it's really locked in. So when you do get married, now you're really on a solid ass foundation. The trust is there.
This is why, this is making my point why I say you come in at 100. There are certain things, because I'm already at 100, we're not dealing with anyway at all, relationship or otherwise, right? In the talking phase of getting to know somebody, there are certain things I'm going to see and walk away from now, right? So for me, I completely agree with you. This is why I'm saying you got to come in there as like two whole people, because I think two whole people understand the value of communication. They understand that we need to be able to openly and vulnerably express ourselves to each other so that we can move through things, so that we can move past things, so that we're not turning our present into our future, as far as compiling these fucking problems that we never really deal with, we never really solve, we never really talk about, we fuck them away, and now a year in, we still don't really know how to communicate like we should, and now the sex is not solving these problems because they getting bigger because we never talked about the old ones. I hear all of that. And now you got a baby with motherfucker that you realize.
But here's the thing. We're programmed, and it goes back to this whole 50-50 thing. We've been programmed societal wise to be 50-50 because the other half belong to all the other bullshit that's going on. We belong to corporate America. Our bills own us. Our, the laws that are crazy, especially against Black people, they kind of own us. Don't get locked up. Oh my God, you're in the system now. They own you. So we have always been programmed to give 50-50. So once you understand 100, and you're trying to get the person that's still on 50 time to understand 100. That's kind of where the act starts to grind a little bit.
Well, that goes back to finding that right person. See, when you go into that 100 and 100, 9 times out of 10, that person is your person.
Yeah, for sure.
If whoever's on 50-50, that's weird in itself, right? Not just on that logic of it. It's just the logic of it is weird. Because this economy, bro, unless you really Mr. Six Figures, actually, you got to be 7 now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that 6 figure shit ain't hitting on nothing. Because once your taxes get paid, nigga, you back down to about high five. You feel what I'm saying? So let's be real. This economy requires 2 incomes, man. Period. Point blank. Period. And
a lot of that shit is for sure. Too.
So it's more so on the what we got. Can we sit down and discuss everything, finances, whatever, and then we're like, okay, this is our plan, and this is how we're going to attack it. That's where they want you to lead at. Okay, let's sit down. We're going to go over everything, and then I'm going to suggest this is how we move. What is your suggestion? If you better with money and numbers than me, I'm shutting the fuck up. Baby, here's my check. Divvy it how you need to do it. I know how to get the fuck out the way now. You feel what I'm saying?
You got it,
because when I tried to do it myself and be like, nah, baby, I got it. Nigga, I'll be stressed the fuck out. And then I'm over here committing misdemeanors just to make sure that this shit get taken care of. Don't nobody know. She don't want to hear the shit that you're doing as long as the shit getting done.
We're gonna
That's unnecessary. No, keep it. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was El Chapo for like one day.
Like nigga, you do whatever you need to do to make sure because you don't want to look like the motherfucker that can't take care of the responsibilities in the house. And all of it is she didn't even put that on me. She did not. That's all me because of what I think society needs me to do in this particular situation.
This is where healing comes in.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
It's important for you to understand.
Correct.
And please don't project your view of yourself onto me.
That part, yeah.
Because you see yourself as a provider paying all the bills and like we can't like come together on. I ain't asked you for none of that shit. And like you putting this shit on me and now getting mad that you can't fulfill this duty you put on yourself.
Get out my conversation, though. Get out my conversation with.
I'm just saying.
I just want some coochie.
But listen. This is why patriarchy is toxic for everybody.
Exactly.
Because like I'm a deconstructionist. They call so it normally starts in religion, but then when you start to look at all of the systems, you just start unlearning and relearning all of the systems.
Right.
Patriarchy is a fallacy because first of all, as a man, we were programmed to think that we are supposed to bear all these burdens on our own, but then you reduce your partner to being a helpmeet.
Yeah,
she's not a helpmeet. This is who I'm seeing this is my Aelite. Like, and even if we have two different personalities, what I don't have, she got. Whatever she got, what she don't have, I have. So it's always a synergy going on, and it's always this energy where we can make shit happen together. Like my wife gets on my ass every night when I'm looking at my account, and she's like, "We're doing this together," but I can't see that because patriarch got me in a chokehold. Like, no, nigga, you supposed to be paying all the goddamn bill. You want to be a man that does it. But can I let y'all in on a real secret though? The only real reason why a nigga want to be in a position to pay all the bills because he want to be in a position to do what the fuck he want to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if he want to go and have him a little, you know what I mean? What the fuck are you going to
Let's get into that. You
want to cry in this Toyota or this Maybach?
Yeah.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Yeah.
How often do men desire to be the provider for that reason?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because if you pay all the bills, that is something that women know and accept who are in those situations.
Yes,
you know that if this nigga paying all the bills, and especially if he's doing exceedingly and abundantly above all you asking and thinking, his expectation is that you give him some peace.
Yeah.
And however that peace come, you gotta be all right.
Peace means shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Don't say
that mean no matter what I'm doing.
I've seen
No.
We're not talking about you regular niggas. Stop interjecting yourself into this.
I'm not.
We're not talking about regular niggas with regular money. We're talking about rich niggas. You don't know about that shit. Stop trying to interject.
I'm not.
That's not this is for ball playing niggas. This is for the niggas who making $48 million.
Some regular niggas could get this shit off.
I'm about to say, ma'am, you talk.
Some regular niggas could get this shit off.
Don't move the same kind of way.
No, I'm saying
as long as you got you're gonna move that way.
It's a lot of niggas tricking, ain't no question. But we talking about niggas that's not tricking. We talking about niggas that got it.
There is a level. There is a level. There are levels. I ain't that club. I'm too broke to be in that club.
I'm outside the club.
Ain't no ball
Yeah.
Gonna be dealing with
That's a
all
rich
that
man
noise.
sport.
We ain't paying all the bills
But
in
this
this bitch.
parking lot nice as shit though.
Yeah.
I'm in the parking lot,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be quiet.
That's a rich man sport, though.
That's a rich man sport, but they can afford it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is that a fair expectation, though?
Is it?
On
Is it
any level, when we just talking about moral fortitude,
Right.
we talking about character.
So why you
Is
asking the man and not you? Because you got to ask yourself that. If you see that can be the play, are you going to play it because you know you got this security, or you going to go like what you going to do?
But the more
Gigi and I know what our answers are. Though.
We know what
We want a man's perspective.
but you got to look at the individual and what they view as being moral.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Because some people view poverty as being immoral. Some people view not having, the things that that we all see on social media. They look at that as being immoral. So if I got the money, some women are like, I don't give a fuck what he do, as long as he don't bring me no babies, he don't bring me no diseases, and da 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 da. They're cool. Well, I can't.
because there is a level of self-respect that is not being implemented in that relationship.
It's not, and we both know that it's not. It's not, bro. It's not at all. You over here playing this like it's not. It's no respect in at all. Now you're just putting yourself to the back seat. Now you're just putting yourself to the back. You might as well just be a glorified prostitute.
Not if it's transactional. Because 9 times out of 10, if the money is the moral compass, your foundation is transactional.
Right. So it ain't real in the first place.
Right.
So again, it goes
Transactions are very real.
So it goes back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can we say it's not real?
Transactional relationships are not real, to me, is very reductive.
Marriage is a transactional.
Marriage is in fact a transaction.
Transaction.
Every relationship is transactional.
Yeah.
The relationship between a mother and a child, there's
It's
a transaction
transaction.
taking place.
There's some self-respect that needs to take place, because what are you if you don't have that?
Yeah.
As a woman and as the man, as a provider and as the
Some people's self-respect got a price.
Like I said, and I think that with all that being said,
$100 million is some hoes' price.
it is. Definitely is.
Shit, 500,000 might be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Crazy. 500,000 to take anything from this nigga is nuts. Girl, you better get an LLC. Tell you something. There's one thing if a nigga got 100 million, I can't tell you what to do, sis. It wouldn't be me. Because niggas like to put their hands on you when they getting money. Like,
see, now that's where the man gotta have his own code.
There we go.
Niggas don't be
No. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Miles, what's the nigga? Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. He was a football player.
No, I ain't talking about Miles
You talking
Garrett.
about
I'm sorry.
ambulance?
I'm talking about
Ray Rice.
No, I'm talking about Miles. It might be Miles Bridges. Play for the Charlotte Hornets though.
Oh yeah,
was throwing pool balls at his baby mother.
Yeah,
And she had been telling the police, and the Hornets put him right back on the team. After them charges, those charges are still pending, and he's still playing on that.
But here's the thing: as a man, like if I look at myself in the mirror and I'm okay with the fact that I disrespected my woman, just take me off the earth, because I look at myself, I love myself, right? So if I love myself, I wouldn't put my hands on you because I don't want you putting your hands on me.
So I
don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how gritty the conversation get. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk.
Yeah, sometimes these are just the times to walk away.
I'm gonna
walk.
Women
need to learn that too sometimes.
Please, because a lot of everybody, men and women, reveal who they are in that first minute.
Yeah.
It's just if you decide to take those rose-colored glasses off and actually see what's being happening, you can say, you know what, I don't want that.
Yep.
Because you can see if a nigga love himself or not, just by the conversation, even if it's going good, within an hour of that conversation, something's going to get triggered. And he's going to respond to something, and he's going to laugh it off in the beginning. Like, that's crazy. All the niggas calling you. That's wild. That's wild. Who buried? That's crazy. Your friend. Gotcha. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, all of that. Red flag. Red fucking flag.
I'm not gonna lie. That whole end scene, but that whole thing, scary.
Yeah,
it's very scary.
Because
it's very scary.
They do that shit, bro, and that's weird. That's weird as fuck.
That shit, it was hitting too
but
close
it's because it's because we have not been taught how to love ourselves as men and to understand that I'm enough. We've never had an opportunity to say I'm just enough because I exist, not because of, you know, my degree or the size of my bank account or who I know
or what you can provide.
or I could provide. I am worthy of X, Y, and Z because I exist.
And that's the hardest thing for me to, like, not even hard for me, but because I got a son, I'm really, now that he's 16 and he can really understand what's about life, but I'm really trying to make sure he really learns how to love on who he is, because I didn't. And I don't want him dealing with none of that when he get older. I don't want you looking at the world like I looked at it, like it's just something to go around and play and all this other shit. Like, nah, if you get into a relationship, whenever you decide to get into one, be all in, you know what I'm saying? But make sure that you love on you. Don't go into nothing expecting her to fix a hole that she didn't even create.
For sure.
And a lot of us are but it's hard to, but a reason why it's hard for me because I'm still learning it.
Breaking a heavy cycle.
I'm sorry, that's Google Magic. Oh, yo, ChatGPT nosy as hell. I'm sorry.
They listening to the conversation.
That was honestly, that's what threw me off, because it was like, it sounded like a therapist. Like,
yeah, but I didn't even have it. Yeah, that's weird. That just
Big brother be watching.
But in reality, damn. But in reality, damn, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. But in reality, trying to do all of that while still trying to love on yourself and learn the game for yourself, it's crazy. But I feel like I'm making some headway in there. You know what I mean? And it's always gonna be man.
A big thing, and the fact that your child is 16, you know.
You want everybody talking about they want to break the cycles in different ways. I'm trying to break it like this. Like, bruh, I don't want you to feel abandoned. I know you got the broken home situation. I didn't want that for you, but it is what it is. But this is how you're going to maneuver through it now. Because I'm here. Your mother's here. We good. You don't see me disrespecting her. I don't give a fuck how our shit ended. It don't matter. That's still the mother of my kid. I never disrespect her, and that, like, I won't let nobody play about her. I still don't play about her. Like, you can't say nothing crazy about her to me. I don't give a fuck where we at. That's still family. That's
still your family.
You know what I'm saying? And that's still love right there. But it ain't in love. You know what I mean? It's just, I give a damn. You know what I mean? And I respect her heavily. So I want him to see that.
It feels like a foreign concept to some people when you talking about they co-parent. And we got to get out of that. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I have seen some situations like it, and being the female best friend to niggas going through certain things, you really do see like how ugly bitches can get sometimes.
I just want to say you are appreciated.
You very much are.
The leverage is crazy that women will, like, the lengths a woman will go to, like when you don't want to be here anymore. And it's like, when you know you created this dynamic, and now like you acting like I'm the problem in the dynamic when I'm just trying to kind of smooth things up. Honestly, like, being a co-parent is it seems like very difficult, and it's maybe my personal nightmare.
It's only difficult because people still love each other.
Yeah, that too. And that's the other thing. Like, I can't see having.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's love. I think it's more so hurt than anything.
That's what I mean. They love. They're still, because they here's what I mean by that, man. Hurt people hurt people. True. Simple as that, right? We already know the cliche. Right. But when you was genuinely in love with this person, and then they go hella left, and then they start to react away because they feel away, and then you got to match their energy because, like, nah, you ain't gonna talk to me like that.
What if your co-parent was never in love with you, though?
I was just about to say that.
I don't know.
I was married, but I was never in love. Ooh. It was and I can say this because he's moved on. I'm so happy for him. Thank you, God. But I was never in love. It was one of those situations where my family told me this was a good idea. I already had a kid. And they were like, oh, yeah, he loves you? Yeah, do that. And I'm like,
was the foundation of that religion
based?
My family's Christian. So I grew up in a Christian household.
Gotcha.
So my thought was, you're right. I did have a baby young. Nobody's going to really want me, so I'm going to jump on this. So knowing all of these things, like, I was never in love. I knew when I got married, I was not in love.
I know we ain't got enough time in the day to tackle that, but
the thing, we do. But the thing is this, right?
It's got 30 minutes to tackle that. Go on.
When it comes to co-parents,
I'm keeping track this time.
Oh man,
we're not in love with. It's like, when you said mad, I get mad because I'm like, damn, I really had sex with you, and we had a baby, and you dumb. You're not the parent who you. That makes me
dumb.
It's finna go. Nothing to do with love, because I didn't know love with this person or with myself. So I had to realize, like, damn, like he an idiot, but let me try to just focus on our child. Let me try to figure out how I can be a better parent and show up for him.
So it's the
But
quiet
nothing-
compromise. It's the quiet compromise that's being made.
Compromise with a man. I don't compromise. I feel like compromising is crazy. I feel like it works for the people it works for, but at some point, I'm gonna have to lose out on something, or you're gonna have to lose out.
But you just
come to a conclusion of we agree with this. I don't really feel like it's a compromise.
okay. Oh, you don't feel okay. Okay.
I personally
Don't feel like it.
if it works, I feel like people should do what works for them.
What works for
However,
them,
it's
right?
like, I don't want us to miss out on something. So let's see if this other thing works, but it's not love.
I think it might be the connotation of what compromise may be is what kind of like makes it be that makes the reaction be what it is. Because I know a lot of times when we use, terms like compromise and sacrifice, it sounds burdensome.
You do.
But
Sacrifice,
you can get with,
yeah.
but even compromise sounds,
how that works, but compromise.
it sounds like you're at a deficit, right?
Yeah.
But if you're really looking at it from a different perspective, you have to meet in the middle somewhere.
But perspective is everything anyway.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Right.
So I feel like if we can come to a consensus, which is I think more along the lines of what BG is saying. Right?
Yeah.
A consensus. Like,
That makes more.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna have fun with it. Like, well,
Yeah, because compromise in a technical sense is like I got 50% of what I wanted and you got 50% of what you wanted to create like 100% experience. Right. When it means that both parties missed out on something. So I get that. But I think like coming to a consensus, right? The energy is the same around.
Different, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like my desire to create compromise in my household is similar probably to her desire to have like a consensus where we both agree to this and we're both okay with the outcome to this.
It's all about
less
agreement.
any heady sacrifice.
You know what's so crazy? Because somebody was asking me again. It was like, "Would you ever get married again?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I know better now. I said the first
What do you feel
time,
like you didn't know the first time?
A lot. A whole fucking lot. Now think about it. Like I said, it just learning how to really be honest with yourself and your partner, because it's hard to rock the boat. You don't want to rock that boat, man. You want to just, man, I met you here. Just meet me here. That's it, right? Like keep it right where we're at. I was happy here. Yeah. Don't do this. Yeah. But this has to happen. It's
and you're dealing with a human being.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But it's all expectations. You feel what I'm saying? You get told that, happily ever after, this is it, happy wife, happy life. You like, these are things that you don't see personally, but you hear. You feel what I'm saying? You don't see it, but you hear it. You see what I'm saying?
Like Disney movies really fucked us.
Yeah, so it's like,
yeah,
it's like you don't see it, but you hear it. So it's like, okay, well, this is what I got to do. All right, I can be the, I used to watch TV like all day when I was a kid. So Tim the Two Man Taylor, John Goodman, all these quirky dads that's doing some crazy shit in the house, but the wife still loves them. Yeah. Segue to my adult life, I might, do something stupid, but you supposed to love me. Because Roseanne still loved Dan, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as crazy as that sound, that's how I saw it. You know
it is so interesting hearing that from a man.
Yeah, that's how you.
Because I do feel like as a woman, like I genuinely believe exactly what I just said. I think Disney movies fucked us.
Oh yeah,
none of this is real. None of this is true.
Yeah, the whole
none of this accounts for like. Yeah.
And everybody told them they want their grandparent love and all that. I was like,
cheated on, beat it on.
Your grandmother couldn't leave, honey. Like she wasn't allowed to own a home or a bank account.
You know what I'm saying? So
listen,
I hate, no,
that just tells me you don't know history.
The reason,
I want what my grandparents said. Child, please.
I think it's the allure. It's the allure of two people staying together,
no matter what.
Throughout, no matter what. That is the
what is the motherfucking problem? No, there are just situations in which I should leave. Like you cheat on my
kid.
Well, wait. Fuck what you talking. Okay. We get the whole part of like, you're breaching your agreement with stepping out and infidelity and things of that nature.
But everything else is cool.
No. I did not say that.
Gotta let him
what I'm saying is It is nuanced.
Nuance. He's not because he's not wrong.
It is nuanced because, and the reason why I say that is because every man's, I guess, for lack of a better term, deficit isn't, it isn't intentional, and it also doesn't have to be the deciding factor if we can progress. Because if a man is really dedicated to evolution, he will, at some point, depending on how long you can hack it, he'll meet you there. You know what I'm saying? Like I met my wife where she was or where she is. It took me a minute, and I had to get knocked flat on my ass, whether that's literal or figurative. I had to have a come to Jesus moment and be like, nigga, you gotta lay it all down for them. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a while. I got married when I was 25. I didn't really learn that till like I was 30, 31. And being in a homeless shelter and being in a chronic health issue, like God was like, bam. Well, it wasn't even God. It was just like life was like bam, bam, bam. And I was on the floor and I was like, oh God, what am I? He was like, you ready now?
Get up.
You ready? All right, let's go. And that's when I was like, yeah, God, I'm ready. All right, come on, let's.
And that's
Let me ask you a question. Any, not regrets, but for young couples getting married, right? What do you wish you had known, let's say the first 5 years of your marriage? Because you say you got married when you were about 25,
25,
right?
yeah.
So, and you learned so much, right? You changed so much between 25 and 30. What do you wish you and your wife had known, like at kind of like the beginning stage of the marriage, those first 5 years between 25 and 30?
In hindsight, I wish we would have known ourselves a little bit more, right? Because and this is why I asked you about the whole religion piece, because my wife and I, church babies, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was like a church adjacent baby when I finally got into church, because I was in the streets and whatever. I wasn't no gangster, but you on the block. So when you get into church, that's the thing, you young and they call it you're on fire for the Lord, and so you meeting young ladies and whatever, but you still going through your shit. But when you finally meet that one, the religion is kind of like shaping your identity in your marriage, because it's never about the individual, or it's about the man, then the woman, then like it's always these levels and it's always these tiers and caste systems within religious framings of relationships. So for me, it was like, I didn't really know myself. I knew what I kind of wanted, but I didn't really know. Like, she didn't know what she wanted. And as we've evolved, it was always just a challenge in, I know you don't like this term, but a compromise to understand and communicate and come to a resolve within myself that this is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So 18 years later, we're still together, and we're still kind of like we still figuring this shit out. Because when I turned 40, I had a hard pivot, and it was hard for us to kind of like talk about them things, and it still is to this day, especially for the things that I want, that I knew I wanted back then, but was too afraid to say because I was in the church, which is why I ain't in that motherfucker no more, because I would rather love and experience God through my life experience than being told what is supposed to be right or wrong, or any other binary framework based off a book that okays all the bullshit, but you better not eat no shellfish, and your wife better not be over you and all this other nonsense that we experienced through that.
How did your family respond to you leaving the church? If your family was also very...
It's an ongoing thing.
Same here.
It's an ongoing thing.
How are you healing through that?
I don't know. I am in therapy. And the reason why,
That's the start.
right, but as I say, I don't know, it's not as if I'm unaware of what's happening, it's either the language ain't there yet, or I'm still figuring it out.
I'm different. I'm different on that. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't give a fuck in the sense of I don't care what you think about me because I've deconstructed. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If this shit exists or whatever it is that you think it is going to be, cool. Who says I want to be in that joint with you anyway? I barely met you on Earth. If you gonna tell me I got to spend an eternity with you? God. Nah, this is gonna look long and fun. I'll be here. I'm cool. If this is what it's gonna be, I'm gonna be over here because the ones that want me up here, y'all hella self-righteous, y'all hella judgmental, and it's a whole bunch of other things that y'all doing that you making it seem like I'm being a bad person, and I know I'm not.
Right.
I'm just a human fucking being.
Right.
That doesn't give me an excuse to be a dick either.
Right.
I'm self-conscious about that, so I'm not being that. So
I think that's so interesting that you mentioned it though, because Gigi and I, we were talking about that like a little bit on the way here. Because I do feel like there's this concept of like people who've been pushed away from God through the church, right? Because there's religion and then there's relationship. And I personally am always seeking out relationship. That's my primary focus.
100%.
And you can have all the religion you want, but if you don't have a relationship with God for yourself, you get into nobody's heaven anyway.
Right.
If that's what you believe.
Right.
For me, I think I have had countless friends over the years that I've tried to get to come to church with me. Because I think like for me, there's like a line. I think I'm not a person who go to church every Sunday. I do have some conflicts with, I think, the way the modern church, specifically the modern Black church, but just church is run.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think we've forgotten that the church is a hospital, right? Which is the analogy that I use with Gigi. And that as with any hospital, right, you have experts in here, people who are ordained and educated enough to be able to take the lead on this the same way a doctor or a chief medical officer is in a hospital. You also have people in this building who look like they're okay, who look like everything is great, and they're dying inside. So there are a lot of people in a church who look like they all right and like everything's going well for them, and really like they fucked up on the inside. You know what I mean? And just like in any hospital, you have people who are kind of in between, like they are recovering, they working on themselves, like they trying to get back to a good place, but it's harder for some than it is for others, depending on the trauma, right? If I got first degree burn, that's very different than a gunshot to the heart where I'm in the OR fighting for my life, right? There are tiers to what people are dealing with in this life. And so I think this is where the church as a hospital has like missed this mark. Is in allowing people who sick to run shit just because they don't look sick. Right. And allowing people who have no interest in the well-being of this hospital and of people recovering and being a better version to take over this hospital at some point, right? Like you don't want to let them, get experience as a surgeon or whatever it is. And so the hospital begins to fall apart because you've had people who were ordained and trained and appointed by God to take over some of these ministries, to help move these things along, to help bring people closer to him. Right. And instead they've chosen tradition.
I mean, because the church also has a very delusional grandeur that the church can be the end all and be all.
Right. As though people don't have to live regular lives or have regular experiences in order for them to like grow and evolve. Right. But this is my point with the church. Like, I just feel like the church has forgotten that it's supposed to be about making people love God. And the only way to inspire people to love God is for those same people to feel loved by you. Yeah. You might be that person's only example of God's love today, this week, this month, this year. You don't know what shelter they walked in from or what adoption agency they just left that they got put out of because they 18 now and now they trying to figure their whole life out. You know what I mean? Like you have no idea who these people are walking in this building, and we have forgotten to love each other. Well, and I think that the same is reflective of our relationships with each other in general. We forgot that the most important thing is love.
Yeah, I think you got to know what love is for yourself.
For sure.
Before you can love and so shout out to Christian Smith. He's a pastor down in Atlanta, and he deals with deconstruction and decolonization, right? And his framework is off of the scripture of Matthew 22:37, love God with all your heart, mind, soul, strength, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. If I can't love God, I can't love you if I don't love myself, and I can't love myself if I don't love God.
For sure.
So that is the framework that kind of like how I move.
This is what we have forgotten with these ushers and such in the church.
Right.
You're supposed to be the first line of defense for people feeling loved in here.
Right.
And instead you're being an asshole, and you're making people not even want to come in the building.
But if fear is your foundation, you just showing up being an usher because you are scheduled for this Sunday. You're not taking out the time to kind of like get your mental together or to get your emotions together and having, because church is like work for a lot. As a former minister, as a former praise and worship leader, church was like work. You had to come in and you gotta get that music right. You got to make sure the spirit is right. You got to make sure that the music is right for the offering section. It's so much stuff that's compiled because let's just keep it a buck. Religion is corporate. It's a corporation.
It's a business.
You know what I'm saying? So they trying to keep the lights on tax free. So when you think about capitalism and religion, unfortunately, in 2026, no, they do mix now.
No, they not supposed.
They're not supposed to.
It's not supposed to.
But because we live in a society that we live in, religion is parallel with capitalism.
Very much. And then you
separation of church and state is ridiculous and gone.
Yeah, it's out of here. It's out of here.
We elect our presidents based on religious zealotry.
How about that?
Honestly, that's a Republican strategy. And I ain't getting into that because y'all niggas ain't interested in none of that shit anyway. But
the audience?
You
about to say, you just woke a nigga up right there.
Yeah, man.
You gotta know your motherfucking audience.
But you're right.
Real shit, like, you elect a president, like, that's a part of, like, Republican planning. Like, their strategy is to maneuver based on your religious zealotry, which directly impacts policy, right? Choice, right? Your body, your choice, which is not the case within the Republican Party, right? So, like, your desire to take care of yourself in a way that you feel is best as the mother in this situation should now be dictated by the state, right? And if you make the choice that you feel like is best for yourself, right? Let's say you're going to have an ectopic pregnancy. So if that happens, right? And this is like an automatic like self-inflicted abortion, then why wouldn't I just like have the abortion because there's no egg inside of this anyway? Like, this is actually like,
but that's the ignorance of religion.
Right, exactly. But the Republican Party has made it so that like your legislative policy is being designed based on your religious temperament. That's the nation that we live in.
You are really opening up a rabbit hole.
And not only that, they know that they know
that about in my real life.
They know they know their constituents are not cognitively able to they're not able to compute a lot of the shit that they doing.
Honestly, and I ain't getting into this shit with y'all niggas neither, but there's a reason why the states with the lowest academic acumen, so lowest test scores, lowest in science, are all red states.
Can I just be real, bro? Like the real human nature behind it is a lot of us just
they want y'all niggas to be slow.
A lot of us just don't want to think, bro. A lot of us just want everything to be self-automated at this point. That is
the Republican Party. It's people who don't think for themselves because they come from states where they are not like taught critical thinking.
Not. Yeah, absolutely.
You're in the lowest education brackets in the entire nation. Every red state, for the most part, is in the lowest educational bracket in the country. Red states test the lowest. There's a reason for that. That's not on accident.
No, it's
designed. You think it's on accident that these dumb hillbilly redneck cousin fuckers vote for this bullshit? There, I said it. Y'all know y'all stupid, and y'all motherfuckers that can't read, you're not watching mediocre. This shit anyway.
That's why corporate America is.
Y'all so mediocre.
It's a hub and a babysitting camp for mediocre people.
Yeah.
And they wonder why drugs is winning. This is why.
I don't wonder why drugs is winning.
This is why. They wonder why everybody doing the wild.
That question you asked earlier was very interesting.
So
why did you ask him if he like?
Because I had an experience. So when I was coming up, I was young, but I was young. Mind you, I was young.
I think he was young.
I was young, right?
Nuance.
Little joint.
And on top of that, he was young.
Little, yeah, I mean, I was vibing with, huh? Yeah, I was young. I was young, little. I mean, I was.
When you say young, how young?
I want to say about 18.
Under 25. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, 18, 19.
Okay.
So we was in the club.
So really at the precipice of your
Yeah. So we be clubbing and shit. You know, rest in peace of my brother Tim. And Tim had, you know, he had ladies all over and all that. So I met one of the young ladies that he was with. He had her sister was there. So, you know, I'm vibing with the sister, you know. Keep a long story short, one thing led to another. We, you know what I mean? We you know, we in there. I'm strapping the legs on my shoulders, doing my thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you know, and then one day or one night, you know, I see this white shit. Cause she didn't have like an apartment. She was staying in a hotel.
She had dirty
like the motel. You know, mind you, I was young. I was young. I ain't. Did she? No, she had dirty feet. She had dirty feet.
They got dirty feet.
She had dirty feet, but I just, you know, see this substance.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, I see another week later, she's in the club, and I'm like, hey, you know, what's up? She was like, I seen Cocaine Bear. She was like,
yeah. Forgot about that.
So that's why. So I was like, because I heard that cocaine kind of makes your shit kind of like cut on and off like a light switch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we were talking, I was like, man, have you ever messed around with a girl that fuck with cocaine?
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting. Very interesting.
Yo,
because you be saying yes to shit you didn't even realize you was gonna say yes to.
Yeah.
So okay. That's your story, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You done with your story?
I'm done.
Okay, so mine this way. It wasn't a white girl. It wasn't a white girl. But
No.
Mm-mm.
She was a black woman.
No,
I don't fuck with
mine was black
the
too,
person who was with them at the hotel, who was not a part of the initial group offering, was the person who had said substance. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm on the same page.
I was also a youth as well, between the ages of 19 and 20.
Okay.
All right, youthful at that time. And it was a party. We
head for the head back then too.
Girls swinging. And it was what? You know?
Come on,
focus. We had this little shindig. Again, it wasn't a two-man. It was just a bunch going on. And vibes was vibing. I'm over here getting the giggles in with everybody, whoop-de-whoop. And the one girl was over, she was like, you're cute. And I'm like, all right, it was at my room. She was like, come to the back. I'm like, bet. So I'm coming to the back. I bring my weed and all that. I'm rolling up. Yeah. And she just started touching up on me. I was like, oh, this is what we about to do. All right, bet. So yeah, she went down. She said, you party? I'm like, in what way? And then she pulled out the vial. Oh, boy. Too graphic on what she did. But she had snorted it off the diving board. There we go. That's the best way that's the best way I can describe it.
On that note, I gotta go to bed.
I was about to get in one. Think about it. Yeah, she did it off the diving board. And I was like, what is happening? But I was here. I was just receiving. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what if she really did that? And she turned up. She was a little turned up monster after that.
Did you have any type of reaction to that?
It was like this. Yeah, that was my reaction. This is really happening. I've
heard that.
Really happening. Made things numb
through the skin.
That's why
it made it numb. It
numbed it.
It numbed it. So it was like
we have gone too far.
Yeah, it numbed it up. But it was like
so much about you.
Nah, not even. This ain't even. Bro, everybody calling me today. Hold on.
I gotta say, but so wow. So
that was that. That was. I mean, I still did it.
Is that like the wildest shit that's ever happened to you?
No, not even.
That
close.
is scary.
Nah, that is not even the wildest. No. Nah, that's a whole nother podcast, a whole different subject.
I'm not gonna lie, you seem like you like a Lamborghini doors type nigga.
Oh.
Seem like a Lamborghini doors type nigga. Like
I'm a wild nigga. Yeah, I've done some wild shit. I didn't know there was a term for that. I didn't know it was a term.
I saw you coming 3 weeks ago.
I didn't know it was a term for that. But no,
I knew this nigga was a freak.
I'm with the shits.
I knew you was a Lamborghini door type nigga. I knew it.
April 19th. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Aries.
I don't know shit about signs.
Oh well, apparently.
Scorpio. That sounds very true.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Gemini.
Damn it.
Are you May?
No, June.
Or June.
I'm June 1st. June 1st, Geminis, big twin energy.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
What does all that shit mean? Is that shit real?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, it is.
That shit not real.
It's real if you believe it. If you don't believe it, then it's not real.
Now you get to
what is
learn
real about it? Somebody explain this shit to me.
the
This
common
astrology shit.
characteristics that's described of said Gemini, not said sign, but whatever sign that they is, it's characteristics.
That's
Like,
coincidence. Anybody could be sexual or intense
No, that
or
ain't got
whatever the
nothing
fuck.
to do with it.
No, that don't really have. That's
Anybody
not.
that shit they say.
Things they say about Scorpios are true.
Things right now, because I don't know shit. What do they say about Scorpios? Name the shit.
I can't tell you about women because there are, it's kind of different, but y'all are very intuitive. Y'all are very, smart. You're great leaders.
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
that's not coincidence. Everybody don't
That's
have
not
that.
coincidence.
Everybody don't have that.
I don't.
Everybody doesn't.
We just-
Everybody isn't.
Niggas who born in October, November just might have that shit. That don't mean. Come on, y'all.
All I know is my sign is a fire
It's
sign.
not because I'm a Scorpio.
And I'm a fire sign.
It's
And all that.
I'm not all those things.
Well, I am. Like with the fire sign, I had to read it up. They was like, you're very impulsive. I was like, ooh,
Anybody could be impulsive.
not at this level.
Yes.
Yes, they
If
can
he's, like,
be.
naturally that.
I'm naturally
If he's
impulsive.
naturally that-
I have to train.
I'm
to not be
impulsive
as
too. I'm a
impulsive.
Scorpio. Now what?
That's why you get into the shit, Miss Lambert. That's how you was able to
Sign-
label me, ma'am.
I'm
Signs in astrology.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
And I saw that
astrology-
on you weeks ago.
Astrology can't be argued. That is like a real science.
Yeah.
It's a
So
real science.
a
They talk about, I think it's worded differently, but they talk
It, yeah,
about,
it's definitely worded different.
astrology in the Bible somewhat.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely
track back to the stars.
Somebody gonna have to put me on.
yeah.
it's just planets.
It's just
Yeah,
really
it's
it's charting out. It's just a chart.
Yeah.
So they have what they call birth chart. So like your sun may be in this, or your moon may be in that. And
You see,
so
I'm
it's
that
different
fuck.
things.
I'm
Like
the basics. I just know all that right there. I just know I'm an Aries
Right.
and I'm fiery.
and
Everything. I don't know what time I was born. I got to call my mama.
Yeah.
I got to figure that part out. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
it's
know,
coming in
it-
too. I just ordered it, but that's neither here nor there.
it's just like if you believe it, it is.
Yeah.
If you don't believe it, and it could work. But the problem is when people start using it as an excuse for bad behavior. Now that's where the
Like Sagittarius.
Like you being a hoe again, way? Sorry, stay
right. Like when people start using it as an excuse for being just horrible human beings, then
Are
that
Sagittarius is terrible people? Is that what they say about them?
You met a terrible Sagittarius.
I don't think nobody has the monopoly on the signs. we all got bad.
Algorithms. I don't know anything.
We all got some.
I'm an Aries. They just go, because the last Aries I was like, bitch, I'm healed. I'm different now.
Oh.
I did. I said, I'm different now. I'm not that Aries.
Healing.
Healing. I'm very self-aware. So I know if it's going to get weird, I'm going to let you know it's getting weird.
It's
We
getting.
love how
It's going to get weird.
for where you are.
I love it. It's such a power. It's such a superpower.
It's very
It's
yeah.
such a superpower to be like, I'm good.
Yeah, it definitely.
Self-awareness is mandatory.
Mhm.
Along the lines of the self-respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
As
like
long as you know
is
the
my
line.
superpower.
There's nothing more dangerous than somebody over 30 who don't know who they are yet.
Yeah, you definitely got to know
Gross.
the line.
Like, what the
You know
fuck?
some. I hate it for them.
Yeah, but come on, baby girl. Like
Baby girl, baby boy.
facts. I do know a lot of 30-year-old niggas who don't see no way.
Yeah,
But you know what?
got-
I'm gonna be
got
honest
some
with
more
you.
time to
I
do
feel
it.
like I know.
It's
No,
over.
I mean,
It's look like we gonna be.
more women over 30 who don't know who they are than men over 30 who don't know.
Really?
Just from my sample
They're not
size.
really-
We're only talking my sample size.
Right.
But just in my personal experience, yeah, I feel like I know way more women who like are still figuring it out over 30 than I know men. Like I feel like around 30, men start settling in.
I think that's by design.
Mm.
I really do. I think
How
that's by
so?
design because women have always had to play second fiddle.
Ooh.
So when you find a woman that wants to put like herself first, it's almost like an affront, even to other women, right? Because she has enough fortitude within herself to say, I'm standing on this.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like reading shit like Bell Hooks, you know what I'm saying? Like where she is like she's about extreme liberation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it cost her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Cost her relationships, cost her family, all these different things, but yet they tote her work out as like this phenomenon, but that woman suffered for it, right? And when you meet a woman that is self-assured, it is almost like
intimidating.
It is almost intimidating.
Yeah,
but because we take this word we take this word control and really try to apply it to everything. No human being should want to control another human being.
Honestly, I feel like that's where the submission conversation like gets a little hanky. I feel like so many men's definition of submission is like
control.
Ruling.
Yeah, rule.
It's ruling over me.
No,
but that's
not.
I say it all the time, and I'm not gonna keep saying this because y'all niggas need to pick up on this shit already. Like, submission is about submitting to the God within you, because no matter what your identifying belief system is, right? I know what I need, not what I want. I know what I need, and I need a man of God. Yeah. And so for me, first and foremost, so I'm willing to submit to you because I know that I'm submitting to the God within you, and God is not gonna lead us astray. Right. But I don't subject myself to your rule.
Right.
You don't own me.
Yeah.
You are not my father. You don't come around this motherfucker making demands. That's not how submission works. Yeah. Because if you're gonna go from a biblical perspective, if that's your thing, right? Because I've heard this from a lot of ministers that I've dated over the years, and they are the worst men to date, in fact. All the worst men I've ever met with them. So and I think that has some impact on why I don't want to be in there all the time. But real talk, I genuinely believe that like you submit to the God within that man. Yeah. And if you are a man of God, then you know that if the Bible is what you going based off of, then a man gotta love his wife the way God loved the church.
Not only that, you got to submit to one another.
Facts.
That part. That's the main part, bro.
It's the one.
Because
this is not about ownership. And I feel like for so many people, they treat it like it's about ownership.
It's about partnership.
You're
just
mine,
like you said, right? It's about, and I'm yours. That's
like,
it. That's
I'm my own, and you're your own.
See, mentally, I'm learning how to be real simple, simplistic about everything, bro. Because life too hard anyway, bro. And some of the 100%. Hardest questions have the most simplest answers, but we just oversee it because we're stressing out. Me right now, bro, the next relationship I want to get into, I want to actually feel butterflies again. I want to feel that again because they're like, oh, damn, I really like you. I'm just not lusting after you and then get to learn your personality. Like, no,
I think butterflies can be misleading. But
no, it can be, but it's the fun of it.
No, I get it though.
It's the fun. It's like, oh, okay. All right, I'm getting a little twanging. Let me see.
You want to feel that. You want to feel that feeling again.
Yeah, I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because life beat the shit out you so much. Heartbreak can beat the shit out you so much that you don't even want to. Like, even if you do feel it, you don't even want to feel it because you're scared.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like me personally, the reason I ain't got no women right now, I'm terrified. I'm terrified because if I give you this shit again, or not again, but if I give it to you and it gets fucked up again, instead of just healing properly and just like, well, nope, let's try it again. Like, no, you might end up in the freezer. Who wants that? Who wants that? None of us. None of us wants that. So I rather, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just go out here. You know,
it's dark humor, y'all. Y'all got it. It's dark. It's just jokes. It's jokes. He don't mean that shit.
Even responding to it.
But the reality is
dark humor that would come to life if you fuck with
my God.
These niggas though. Please handle these niggas with kid gloves.
Yeah, please.
Oh my
God. What I'm saying is, it's to me, it'll never be that deep. I like my freedom. However, I do like my respect a lot more. And there's with certain people, I die for that. But this one, it's a relationship. It's more out here. However, I'm not gonna be able to keep giving myself that all the way because
you shouldn't.
These don't. I'm getting cut. So it's like, okay, right now, instead of playing with these women's hearts or doing all this other stuff, let's see where it go. And if it don't go that way, trust me, you good. If we develop the real friendship, I can keep it that way.
No, but I peep that. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
This is why, like, I felt what you were saying as far as like really taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I understand that. I connect to that, and I get it. I feel exactly the same.
That shit
Like,
scares the shit out
I
of me.
think it's important to take your time. I think so often people just start lusting real early, and then it's
But
not
you know,
really
when you bad and you got it, you bad and you got it.
I get it.
That's the hard part.
You see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like and smelling like it. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta shit. You
That's
feel
why,
me?
like, I don't pay that much attention to the butterfly.
You're
'Cause I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, if
But even
if
if
he-
I'm lusting,
if-
I don't get butterflies. I just be like, ooh, I fucked the shit out of her.
yeah, like lusting
That's like I got
is more, but honestly, I feel like you can,
Yeah.
No comment.
you can get the butterflies and still, like, you know what I mean?
No
Like, not
comment.
feel shit for this motherfucker beyond lust. But I do think it's helpful. You know what I'm saying? I think it's helpful.
And then it just brings it back to the natural order of feeling, right?
Mhm.
I
Like,
think
it's
feeling
not a
is
bad
important.
feeling. I think
We
not
treat
a
that
bad
shit
feeling.
like it's a problem. Like,
I want to feel.
I love
wanna
like
feel.
that moment when you like into that, like when you into him, like, man.
Because it be different. You be smiling for no fucking reason. You just be like, look at her make that sandwich. You
You can't wait to hear that voice on the phone.
Not at all.
And y'all don't be saying shit, but y'all just be like,
Nah,
You
that
caught
like
yourself
that
like-
talking on the phone shit, legs on the wall shit.
You be like,
come on, man. Come on, man.
No, you hang up. Shut up. You hang up. Come on. I'm not there in the morning. In the morning now.
Oh my God.
You
Oh my
sacrifice the whole
God.
workday because you just breathing on the phone. That's
Listen.
what you fuck with.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man, this
It's a
girl,
vibe,
I'm
young.
not gonna lie. I'm on that right now. And
Ain't it fun?
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing like it,
You know what I
man.
learned? I said the next person I do fall in love with, and I get it. I said I don't want to fall in love with them. I want to fall in love with watching them do what they love to do. Because now that means you got a hobby. You got something to do. You don't have to be all up under me. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, right? It's like you got to have some kind of, not necessarily motion, but have something. Like you got a bingo club, do it.
nah, I have emotion and still be want to be under.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that's no.
I still want to
Here's
be in
what
the
I'm
nigga
saying.
skin. Like, yeah.
Here's what I'm saying.
Place.
Okay, let's say you like fishing, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm not gonna go on a fishing trip with you, but I'm gonna watch you do. I can sit back and watch you fish and not even get involved, but I'm enjoying the fact that you're doing something that you love to do.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I want to see that.
Yeah.
That's what I'll fall in love with. You actually doing what you love to do,
Yeah.
as opposed to sacrificing it because you want to get this right, or you thinking I might not fuck with it, or whatever it is. Like, no, do you.
Okay, that's fair.
I want you to
That's
do you
very
because
fair.
I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be at these comedy
I
spots.
respect that.
I'm gonna be doing this. I might play spades with my mans and them. You're more than welcome to come, but there's gonna be some times you stay your ass home, and it's not for nefarious reasons. It's just, because
Yeah,
I'm
like-
stay the fuck home when
But
you
see,
go out with your girls. I'm not about to bother you.
What people miss in that, right? A woman doesn't have a problem letting you like live your life or have freedom when she trusts you.
That was the
problem
next word
is
I was about to say.
We have not properly built or established trust in this situation. And so now you're getting upset that I don't trust you. Have you laid the foundation for that?
And as a
If
man
you lay
who
the
fucked up
foundation
trust,
for that level of trust, then yeah, go do what you want because I know my man ain't going nowhere.
right?
Yeah.
But if you have created an environment of mistrust, of deceit, you can't get upset with me that I don't fucking trust you, and then I think you always doing something because you used to always be doing something.
And you are 100% correct. And for fellas, I'm telling you, if you haven't
You want
experienced
a
that shit,
woman to give you freedom.
if you
make
haven't
her feel
experienced
safe.
that right there, bro, I'm telling you, that is the worst thing, is to try to get them to come back to where they was before you fucked it up.
Rebuilding trust is very
It's very difficult, man.
It's been years.
I would say there.
As a man,
That's why
as a man that's had to do it,
think about being put in the
it's-
corner in the merge.
it's an
If you don't properly
ongoing.
deal with the shit prior to
Yeah.
it comes into the merge,
Yeah.
and then it gets way. That's where I was speaking
That's why
from.
I say 100.
You feel what I'm saying? So
You need to know yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to be in love with yourself. You need to be nurturing and fueling yourself.
Yeah.
mhm,
Mentally, spiritually, emotionally.
Yep.
You need to be like taking care of you.
mhm.
Once you get to a point where it's like, nah, I'm taking care of me, and now it's just habit to take good care of me. It's normal to take good care of me. It's weird if I don't.
Right.
And
right?
that's what I'm learning
I feel
right
like
now.
that's the space when you're ready to like come across it.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm learning right now, is how to not to feel weird
Taking good
about
care of
being
yourself.
hella selfish.
Yeah.
Because this is the best time to be selfish right now. When you over here single and rebuilding. This is the best time to be selfish. You feel what I'm saying? You want a little bit of flesh here and there, but just be honest. No, because I think the problem is
You need that physical, you need that interaction.
But what I'm saying is a lot of people don't understand that
Talk
there's
about.
that this is just
I'm
all
a
you need
virgin.
sometimes. Okay, yeah, and I got a bridge out in the park.
Man, nigga, what?
I
Man, I got a bridge in Baltimore to sell to you if you want.
But
I'm a
I'm
virgin.
a virgin.
Start with me.
okay,
I'm a virgin.
we can all start over.
Born again.
In fact, I was born again yesterday.
That shit just took me out.
So look, right?
He know what it means.
That shit just took me out.
Born again virgin.
Yeah, that mean your legs be up on your neck like this. Like, man, go ahead, do your
I do believe in morning yoga. Never
Boy,
mind.
they're
Point
about to
being.
flip the table, nigga. Get
Never mind. It's a great time to
All
transition.
right, is there enough time? There ain't enough time to goddamn deal with this shit.
Right,
So
well, yeah.
before we get out of here, right,
Mhm.
in honor of our brother Chaz, we're gonna do a flip the script, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you guys one question. Gigi, I want you to answer the question as well, right? And you tell me which of these you prefer.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather have a loving relationship where you question some of the trust, or a relationship where there is 100% trust, but you're not always sure if you're being loved at the level you deserve?
How does that work?
I don't know. That's what your answer is supposed to be.
Jesus.
I'm you know what?
maybe it
Because of my traumas, trust.
Okay.
I'd rather have 100% trust. Because if you trust me, you're not going to second guess anything I'm sitting there saying.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? And now I have to, because I earned this trust, I have to stand on what the fuck I'm saying. I can't disappoint you for giving me this honor of you trusting me like this. So I got to do my part. And vice versa. If you say it, I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
I'm really not going to bother you. I'm that nigga that's, if you go on vacation with your girls, cool. Hit me when you get back.
You know where you are?
I'm here.
No.
Oh.
You're something else.
Is it good?
A hopeless romantic.
I am.
I see it all over you.
I am. But I guess, yeah, but you know.
Because if you have trust, and I before I get into anything further on this, because I want to hear you guys' response. I think if we have like ultimate trust, we can rebuild everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't never retrusted a motherfucker personally.
Yeah.
If they broke that, if we lost that, like I was never able to get it back. This is why for me, like cheating is like the breaking point.
Yeah, for sure.
We could work through
Yeah.
anything else,
Yeah.
but that's the one thing I'm just telling you I cannot work through.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be very honest about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm dating right now, and he knows that. Like this is gonna be the one thing we're not gonna be able to maneuver through, and I'm telling you that in advance,
Just so you know.
just so you know. Like we can move through whatever else. This
One
one
and
thing,
done. One and done.
Yeah.
this a one and done type thing for me.
Is it worth it?
I've tried it before, and I didn't feel like it was worth it.
Hell no.
I forgave somebody for cheating, and I never felt like he was worth all of that. And honestly, like what I realized too late was as soon as he told me, I fell out of love with him immediately. I never loved him again. I just kind of tolerated it, and it made it so that I was always one foot in, one foot out. Like I'm always like not really committed to this thing either. And it's like I was in a space where it's just like, yeah, I'm in a long-term relationship, but I'm low-key like looking for the love of my life outside of this.
Don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding what you deserve.
And some niggas, some of them are married too. So let's not even play
Like
with that
I said,
either,
bro, at the end
man.
of the
Life
day,
tricky,
it's all
bro.
on your level. For me, when it comes to that, I am a hopeless romantic, right? I am.
So
And like I really believed in that. I guess it's just how man.
That's past tense. You still believe.
No, I'm getting back to it because now she just helped me recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I can put a name on it, I can see what it is because I didn't see it. Because again, heartbreak is a different animal for y'all and for
and you're
men.
processing it in like so many different pieces.
So many, man, and you're just trying to piece yourself back together. So it's like right now, like I said, heartbreak for men hit different. How we deal with that level of heartbreak is how we deal with every woman after that. Whether you realize it or not, it is.
So
if you don't handle that joint right and everything else, now every bitch is a bitch, and now you're an incel, red pill ass nigga because she hurt you and you didn't know how to get over it.
That's a jewel.
Or if you like me and the shit happens and you just go like, man, all right, whatever, it's cool. I can get bitches, and you over here over supplement. You know what I'm saying? I just made that word up, but you do too much, and you over here fucking everything moving.
Real word, and it makes sense.
Oh, okay, well, cool. I felt right.
Context.
Got it. But it's just like you out here just doing everything just to make sure that okay, it wasn't me. It wasn't my shit. I know what I'm doing. And now you done got the...
I think a lot of men do that, though.
Yeah.
Overindulge.
That's the word. Overindulge. I definitely did a lot. And it was just like, all right, now that I'm done doing a lot, I feel like a human being again.
I said that earlier in this conversation and niggas got mad, though.
About what?
How you say it?
When I said, like, niggas will fuck their way out of, like, a heartbreak.
No, we didn't even get mad. We agreed.
Is that not what it is?
No, we agreed. I didn't get mad.
I don't think that's not.
Yeah, I felt like niggas wasn't fucking with it the way I said it.
No.
I agreed. If we said no, it was like,
I can agree with that. Yeah,
you got to get over it. What they say, in order to get over somebody, you got to get under them.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
You don't have to believe. You practiced it. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
didn't practice. That's nasty.
All right, I'm out of here.
Hey man,
Steph,
out the mud.
give us your answer. What you want? You want love or you want respect?
Trust
Trust or respect. There you go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not respect.
Yeah.
But trust.
You want trust or you want love?
Damn. Why can't I have both?
I mean,
I'm just
you got
saying.
a little bit of love, but is it more trust? Or
Yeah, we talking about what's primary.
Would I rather be loved more than trusted, or would I
What's
rather
primary?
be trusted more than loved?
Exactly.
I'd rather be trusted. Yeah.
You rather be trusted more than
Yeah.
love.
Mm-hmm.
Same. And it's because once the trust is gone, it's almost damn near impossible.
Yeah.
But see, you don't even notice that the one ingredient with trust is love.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But
you need that.
The trust is like, oh no. I don't
It's a part of that. No, trust is love.
And I've been in a
Trust
position
is
where
love.
I've
You dig what I'm
lost
saying?
trust. I've been in a position where I've lost trust and had to gain trust back.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
successful?
I mean, shit, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's better. The trust is more evident now than it was back then.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? But the process of that was that she went through her growing, because the lack of trust had a lot to do with the fear of what maybe she was going through, and maybe the lack of love that she had for herself.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was breaking her trust is because of my fear of not meeting the requirements or expectations of a man. And I felt less than a man. So I was looking for some little joint to kind of like reaffirm me in my man. So at the so this is but this is not just a one-time thing. And what I mean by that is that you're because you're always going through.
Have a seat, Sweat.
Always going through. You're always going through, trials. Relationships is ups and downs and shit. You be in love, you be out of love, you be like, all right, we just roommates right now. Like you going through it, and and being in the profession I am, you're always around different energies,
Boy.
and you're always catching vibes. It'd be good, but then you gotta remind yourself like what was happening. You know what I'm saying? So,
And also, like, this temporary vibe is like not really real. This is a momentary.
Yeah, it's a moment. Yeah, just a moment.
Don't let this moment affect your entire life.
Yeah.
Go home.
I mean, you gotta. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what my wife said. She said, "You bring home the dick and the check." I don't care. She was like, "I don't care. You bring home the dick and the check." Pause.
There was no pause needed. Everything about it was straight.
So that's why the trust is. That's why the trust is where it's at now versus what it was like maybe 10 years ago. Because we both were kind of like
How long have
searching.
you been married?
Be 18 years in May. 18 years in May. Yeah.
18 years.
And also, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
On top of your birthday.
Oh yeah. So yeah, man. I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna be doing a birthday show.
Uh-oh.
So I need you weren't there.
When you ready.
Yeah.
I got some shows in May.
I need you weren't there to be in the building and all that. So
Tag
when
us and everything.
we get to rocking.
If you need me to host it, let me know.
Tag us and everything.
Yeah, all right.
Look at it.
Look at it. Yeah, man. This is probably good. Yeah, man.
I can rock with you.
Absolutely.
But
That is all
Give me
good.
a high five.
you smack that right on the head on that part, bro. Because a lot of people don't get that end result. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess the difference is that y'all both wanted to fight for it.
Yeah.
See, sometimes
Gotta
you
want to
can do
fight
so
for that
much
shit.
on one person that you don't even realize you're doing it. That she been fighting. She been trying to fight with you, and you
She
don't
ain't
even
got no
you don't
more
even
fight.
realize that there's a fight going on. And then by the time shit really do hit the fan, and this thing is getting tested,
out of fight.
You in the ring fight now, and she done already left.
Yeah.
She out of
And now
fight.
everybody said you shadow boxing.
Oh, look at that.
You end up shadow boxing, and that yeah, and that's when you realize she broke up with you 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? She just didn't tell you.
I would have gotten up, but I can't move that fast. But yeah,
I'm clocking it.
Yeah,
And
man.
what's crazy is like so often in that predicament, right? There are a lot of men who ain't touching no grass. Y'all need to go outside sometimes, but I feel like there are a lot of men on the internet specifically who will say like, she already picked your replacement. She already know who the next nigga in line is. No. You're not competing with other men. You're competing with me.
yes.
You're competing with my piece.
God damn.
Every time.
You are never ever in competition with any other man that I'm seeing. Quite frankly, the whole reason why those other ones are around is because you're all very different. Let me keep it a buck with you. Jersey and the whole thing. Like, keep it a buck with you for a second, all right? You're not competing with me.
Wow.
You're competing with my piece. Have you violated it? Have you continued to violate it? How are you speaking to me? What are you pouring into me? What are you allowing me to pour into you? Are you like making me feel my safest, which means that I'm going to pour into you naturally? Because like that's how it works when women are reactionary. So
Mhm.
And you say that, and I hope people understand.
it's real.
It's
Like
real.
how you behave dictates how I react.
Yep.
So like you're never competing with any of the other guys. You're competing with, do you violate my peace or not?
Stop.
Are you adding to it or
Yeah.
taking away from it?
Long story short, stop blocking your spout. If she's gonna pour into you, stop covering the hole.
Yeah.
Let her in.
do it.
Let
And my
women
problem was like,
in.
what are you doing? Like, chill, B.
Because I say this all the time. It's a lot of niggas who love pussy but don't like women. You love what comes out of that situation. But when was the last time you had a conversation with a girl? When's the last time you spent time with a woman that didn't involve you getting sex at the end of the night?
Shit, today. Right now. Deep conversation.
And you're better for it. You're
All
welcome.
the way.
That's the real thing
that's the
today.
real
It's not
deal,
nuance.
man.
You're welcome.
Listen, Bishop Tupac Shakur said, since we all came from a woman,
Okay.
we got our name from a woman and got our game from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it right there.
That's it.
You wanna glow up as a man. Get you a good woman.
Get you a good
And
woman.
Get you a good
And listen,
woman, man.
Learn
a
how
friend.
to make a friend.
There we go. Be a
Learn
friend,
how to
man.
make a friend. That concerns me with y'all. Like for real.
It's difficult sometimes.
Learn how to
man.
make
You
a
got these
friend.
beautiful. You
You need to get your
beautiful
body under
things.
control.
Yeah.
You're
It's nuanced.
crazy.
It's nuanced.
I think in those particular situations, because I literally just did a show not too long ago, and I was asking the audience, I was like, "Do y'all believe in platonic friendships?" And some women was like, "No." Well, most women was actually like, "Yeah." Niggas was like, "No, no." And I was like, "That's your problem."
You know why? Because men have trouble being nice to women that they don't find attractive.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why y'all can't find friends.
No,
If you're not attracted to that woman, you don't want to be nice to her.
that's not true.
That is absolutely
I'm
true.
about to tell you.
Privilege is very real.
I'm about to tell you the truth. I'm not denying pretty privilege. I'm not denying pretty privilege. I said to myself, I say, you can't have platonic relationships. Nothing can be wrong with it if everybody's honest with themselves.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
my female friends know I'll fuck the shit out of them. The problem is I'm not going to try. I genuinely respect what we got going on over here, but I'm not going to lie like I don't find you attractive.
Yeah,
And
like,
I'm not going to
that's like that.
in no way.
That's like
the
being.
honest
Yeah, that's
fuck.
like being.
That's not true.
That's
What?
being.
It is because you're attractive. I'm a man. We just met.
You can only be my friend if I'm attractive.
No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
See, I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is that I'm real with myself, and it's like, nah, I'm attracted to you too. I probably do want to fuck you because this is my first time seeing you. It's now once I start talking to you, and then I get the vibe, and I go, oh no, she cool as shit. Like if you could take me off of thinking about fucking you, I'm no longer thinking about fucking you. You dig what I'm saying?
How should that be my responsibility?
It's not your responsibility.
Your responsibility. You don't have nothing to do with it. All you need to do is breathe. This is a fight within ourselves. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
It really has nothing to do with the woman. What it has to do with us wanting to honor the divinity that is within you.
There we go. I couldn't say that. I couldn't say that.
That shit divine.
It is divine. These are very divine things.
Real friend.
It's a very divine thing. No.
I love her with my whole life.
No.
My whole life. I never wanted to touch her. I never wanted to do her in this space that we in right now. Never wanted to. But when we first met, no. Like
that was good.
That was good. That was smooth shit.
Right there.
I'm easy. Good Jesus Christ. Someone's caught me.
Yes, you are. It's hopeless romantics.
Listen, man.
Rom-coms.
But
Y'all done kissed 30 frogs before you hit Prince Charming and all them rom-coms.
but
Hopeless romantic. What's the first two letters of hopeless?
Hope.
Exactly.
I think for men that are honest with themselves, they can it's like two things could be true at once. I could find you attractive physically, emotionally, mentally, and still honor the boundaries
That has been,
you know what I'm saying?
Set. I can honor that and not try to play the long game. That's another thing. I'm not playing the long game.
Concern though. How often are you playing the long game? It feels like always if there's always the potential for us to fuck. That's why we don't fuck with.
But no, because
we are not friends with niggas that we're attracted to.
If you end up fucking,
because I know.
So you got ugly. All your niggas friends is ugly.
Let me say this. There was a person.
Wait.
There was a person.
Go ahead.
I met, and she was like, "Yeah, I found you attractive. I wanted to say something to you a long time ago." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay." And she was like, "Well, how do you approach attractive people?" I look at the person. I say, "Oh, they're attractive," and I keep the fuck going. I don't have to say anything to you. She's like, "Oh, if I see an attractive person, I have to say, why?
No, I don't.
Why do you have to?
Why are you weak as fuck?
That's weird.
Have to say something. Like,
Lusty.
why can't you just like I go to the art museum? I go to the art museum. I see beautiful art. I'm like, wow, this is really beautiful. Sometimes I sit there and I just watch it for a long time, and I fucking leave. I can't afford that. I don't want that. I want to come and see it.
I don't mind going out to enjoy this, but I don't want to take this home.
There's no point in
a word
doing more. Like, I can see beautiful things with people all the time, and I think social media has gotten to the point where it's like everything's so accessible. But why can't we just see attractive people?
Everything is under the guise of accessibility. You don't actually have access to all the shit you can see.
But they don't know that.
But you don't know that. I think that's another problem with like why a lot of people are messed up in their dating.
Well,
like women have these like innumerable lists of things they're never gonna find in another human being. Like,
first of all, it's levels to your list.
To Odell Beckham Jr. just because you could DM that nigga.
Right. If you ain't looking,
a chance with what's the hat nigga name?
That part, because I don't even know who you're talking about.
No. The nigga with the hat, Cam Newton.
You know how many niggas got hats?
Who would want that? I'm not going.
I will say this. Though.
I feel like I have failed at everything in life. If I'm in any room considering Cam Newton as a partner, I have failed.
Wow.
Damn.
There is no situation in which a sane woman should want Cam Newton.
No.
That Jazz is fucking crazy. She's crazy.
He speaks about women, and he says that he doesn't have female.
She's embarrassing and shit.
Yeah,
like,
see, now that's
but
and he's honest with himself.
Acknowledge that someone
he's honest with himself.
He's honest with himself.
I respect that he being real with himself. It doesn't make him any less shitty.
Then I can respect.
Just because you're being honestly shitty don't make you not shitty.
That's kind of like where I'm at with it. Like, bro really don't have a lot of like code with him. Yeah. Or it's the code. It's the code.
Go off that.
The pattern.
The nigga talk for 3 years gives you excellent insight into who.
But the pattern, the patterns that he kind of traffics in, the patterns that he traffics in, he kind of still moves like the superstar college quarterback.
So like a fuck nigga.
Unfortunately. If you don't want to evolve.
What's crazy is like Cam is a fuck nigga who doesn't know he's a fuck nigga, which makes it so much more obnoxious.
Yeah, he don't think so.
You too stupid to even know that you a fuck nigga.
But when you got people in your comment section amening you all the time because they want to be just like you, then you
incels. What he was saying.
Or actually, people agree with him. There's really like-minded people out here.
That's true.
Media world.
No, that's the world in general. That ain't got nothing to social media
like
boosted. And then thank God then.
I know.
Thank God. But there are people on this planet that think just like that.
Think like
That literally think like him. That's why he has an audience.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't cultivate it from the jump. He just found his people.
That's 100%.
Just like you found your people.
I think that there are a lot of men in the world who think like Cam Newton. I think there are a lot of women in the world who think that he's right and would subject themselves to the same situation that Jazz is in.
98% of women hate Kevin Samuels. Hated him when he was alive. But if you really listen to what he was saying, not just for women and men, because he cussed us out.
He used to get on niggas too.
He used to get on us.
He used to get on
niggas way worse than he got on the women. It's just the women shit caught fire.
That's what caught fire.
And why would I mix that
He
up?
used to
I'm
cook
gonna
niggas,
go
though.
where the money at. But
like, why do you think you deserve a woman like that?
Yeah.
bro,
You
he
got
used
a
to
little dick,
cook 'em.
200 pounds, and you
That's
ain't got
the
no
one.
money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cook the shit out this
Cook
nigga.
that nigga.
Cooked him.
Why would you think you got a little dick, you ain't got no money, and you 5'6"? You deserve nothing.
He breathed
I
on the
remember
phone.
telling the nigga that on the phone. Like,
He
deserve
deserve nothing.
yeah, he told that fat
You
little
better
big
off.
ass nigga that. Shout out to Kevin Samuels for that, man.
So it's like, again, it goes back to perspective. You know what I'm saying? And what you see, you know what I'm saying, the world to be in your way. And it's the same thing that goes with everybody else, which goes back to that platonic friendship jump. I know me. I know I would if I had the opportunity to, but I also respect the fuck out of whoever I'm. If I consider you a friend and I don't like you like that, trust me, the level of respect is so much higher.
The flip side is if you do like them like that.
If I do like him, I'm gonna pursue him like I like him like that. Most of the time, though, I don't. No, that's not true. And here's why: because I don't have any game. Let's get this out the way. I don't have game. So anybody that I end up falling, it ain't because I walked up and be like, "Hey, what's up, sweetheart?" You see, exactly, unnatural. Don't know how to do it. You just got to be around.
Like,
I don't have it. That's let you know. I don't have it.
We could tell.
I'm an experience in my damn self. You feel what I'm saying? I'm funny and I'm cool to be around. That gets y'all guard down just a little bit to see, okay, what you really on. And
A
then
funny nigga will get you out your drawers.
Yeah, and then once you start talking to me and you realize, oh, this nigga actually smart. He ain't like, oh, now it is. So now I got to say, okay, where you coming at with it? You know what I'm saying? Are you looking at me in this light? Because then I'm gonna take you there. But if you want some chill shit, or I don't want,
I'm gonna take you there.
Exactly where you want to go. Yeah. But if you not, and I can read that you not, now I'm taking all that and I'm putting that in the back. And I'm like, okay, what you really here for?
So we can still be friends then?
All day. I got close homies that done told me, nah, I think you cool and all, but if you do this and all this, I'm gonna do it. Say no more. Cool. But if we and I'll cut you the fuck off. If we didn't have any real friendship off that, you getting cut off. But if I did find a spark and there was some friendship,
but what if she just wanted to be friends without the spark?
Cool. So you can do that. Yeah, because there's friends, there's family, and then there's associates. You feel what I'm saying? You can put which file do you want to be put in? You want to be an associate? Cool. Me, I see you when I see you. But anytime I see you, all love, all respect. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with you. Oh, damn, I'm in a bind and you actually looked out and not getting nothing. Here's your payback and all that. But now, since you did that without me having to ask, you're here. I love you in a different way. I'm going to protect you. All that. I'm going to love you in a different way. You feel what I'm saying? I got your back. Can't no nigga play with you while I'm around. Now, if you want to be stupid and keep talking to that nigga, do that. I'm going to give you the advice you want to do. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to give you the game. How you play it is how you play it. And then if you lifelong, you lifelong. You feel what I'm saying? That's not going nowhere. None of these people got touched. None of them seen my wee-wee at all. You dig what I'm saying? They just heard the stories of it being in use because I'm comfortable enough to tell you about it because you're my friend. I should be able to tell you that. If this how you know you my real female friend, if I'm telling you about when I just dropped some dick off.
All right. And on that note, let's get out of here.
If I'm telling you that, I just fucked the shit. It's a wrap.
I was gonna let it go, but you know what?
Tell us about
I'm not.
Oh, okay, bet.
Get to your damn show. We're finna wrap this bitch up right now.
Account, I'm going to go with May 3rd. I have a show May 3rd at the DC Comedy Loft with my brother, Barry Naylor. It's called Certified Fools. And the dopest part about the show is two hosts, myself and Barry, we come in there, we do our time, but everybody that we bring up, heavy hitters, straight up headliners in their own right. And they coming out there to just do 10 minutes. 10 minutes of time. But in that 10 minutes, y'all going to be a part of the audience, a part of the show as well. Y'all got a card at y'all table, and whatever y'all want to hear the comic or anybody or one of us talk about, write it down on that card. It's anonymous, and we'll put it in our fuck it bucket. And once the set get done, the comic gonna pull out the card, and then they got 3 minutes to riff off on that shit. All right, it's sponsored by Stone Aid. They sell the edibles and other gummies and treats, so you can come in there and get fried and died to the side at the show as well.
Man.
Good time, man. Tickets $20, man. You can follow me on Instagram at Watts Comedy. Instagram Watts Comedy. And the tickets is in my ticket link, all right, under the bio. So that's it.
Steph.
Yeah, I have a show coming up on April 9th at Amsterdam Lounge on U Street. It's called Thursdays Unplugged. I'll be kicking off their inaugural concert series. It's gonna be me singing my music, intimate setting. Please come out. The tickets is in my link on my link is in my bio. But how do I say that?
Yeah.
The ticket link is on my profile on IG. You can follow me on IG. SING.STEPH. Damn, I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, on IG, www.singstep.info. Yeah, man, just come on out on April 9th and come get this R&B music.
April 9th, we in there.
Gigi, close us out.
Well, my first show, and it was amazing. You guys are amazing.
You are too.
To see you guys in April and May.
Oh, sweet.
But you can also follow me at Nobody Davenport on Instagram. And also, for people who care about themselves, follow my business page at Shop Body Butter Baby.
Amen. And I am, of course, your host at Mia Was Here, 5_. Make sure you follow the podcast on IG, on TikTok, as well as subscribing to us on YouTube at You Weren't There podcast at Mia Was Here, 5_. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm so happy we got an opportunity to do this again. Less all of the problems. Shout out to that PA. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.